Hello, and happy midweek Wednesday. How are you guys? Do let me know in the comments box below. Let me know how you are all getting on. Let me know if you like the content. Let me know what you think of the picker cards. I'm now doing them 2 days a week. I do keep trying a mix of different cards. Please, when I do a picker card, let me know whether the cards resonate with you or not, because sometimes, I don't want to be doing picker cards that don't seem to blend well for you guys. So do let me know if you like the picker cards that I put out. Are we all liking the moon cards that I'm putting on, as well as the daily inspirational cards? I do love them. I think it's nice to give ourselves a point to think about, and I also think that for some of us it's a good word to focus on, or a good thing to focus on throughout the day. Okay, especially if you're feeling a little bit low and it says something positive. I don't know, I can't find, I need one. I'd need one to, let's have a look. Look, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. Great affirmation. This is just an example. I've just picked one out. But this one says, I welcome loving relationships, okay? Now, that is a great thing to be saying to yourself over and over and over and over and over again, because then you will pull in those types of relationships. Right, let's see what we've got going on for today. Okay, so this one for me is about somebody that has come on your path, okay, at some point, has come on your path and was a destined relationship, okay. Just realised I've got my glasses on here. It was a destined, so we've got here, union, destined relationship, fate. There were so many paths you could have taken, but yet you met this person, all right. I do feel that you have a lot of things that they've mirrored towards you that's needed releasing. I did just ask, are you going to come back together with this person? It does say reconnect. And I was asking, are you have you split up with this person? So I am guessing that you have split up. Some of you, this may have been quite a while, because we've got the vines that have grown around the hands, but there is going to be this re-spark. And this was a destined relationship. The first time it came around, it was a destined relationship. You were meant to come together. You were meant to meet each other. You went down, you could have gone down a million paths at that point, and you didn't. You met this person. Okay, so it was fated and it was destined. And it's fated and destined that you two are to come back together again. Okay. Now, I do feel like this could be some kind of a twin flame scenario. It's definitely a very strong soulmate. Look, we've got love under the deck. It is a very strong soulmate that's come in here for you, okay? But I think that you've had to do a lot of hard work on yourself. One, it was about when you were in a relationship, it was about it being the unknown. So I do think that for some of you, you were very clingy to this person. One of you was very clingy. You had issues around feeling secure and safe in a relationship. You wanted them to be with you 24/7. You were very needy, or they were very needy. You needed to be held in hands all the time, touching them, getting reassured from them. And, I think it was like an all-consuming kind of a relationship, or an all-consuming kind of feeling, especially because it was so fated that you came together in the first place at that moment, and then you came back together. There might have been something significant about when you came back together as well, when it came to fate. I don't mean this time, because you're going to come back again together. So you might have been on and off a couple of times, okay? Whoever this person was, you weren't toxic together, okay? As in, when I say toxic, so you didn't shout at each other, you didn't hurt each other, you didn't break up in a horrible way. For some of you, you may have, kept an eye on this person, still had that love for this person. So it was quite a respectful breakup, even though, you may have just ghosted each other or whatever, but it wasn't it wasn't a relationship where it was full of bitterness, hurt, pain, falling out, shouting at each other. It just didn't work out, and I think for a lot of you it was due to things that you weren't ready to come together at that point. Anyway, there were work that you needed to do, and you were mirroring each other to get that work done. All right. So, like I say, I think some of you had issues on, being too clingy to someone, basically, and not being able to let that person do what they wanted to do, or you felt that then it should be around you all the time, and things like that. So if they weren't gushing all over you, and they weren't telling you how they felt all the time, and they weren't wanting to be around you all the time, say they'd already done a lot of work and they were off doing their own thing and things and finding that very healthy. You didn't find that healthy at the time, but you do now. I do think that you've been working very much on your finances, okay? You could have both been working very much on your finances. The abundance card comes out here. You also get the control card, which could be that you were quite controlling with them because you wanted to know how they felt, where they were going, where you were going. Are we together? Are we a partnership? Are we going to live together? Are we going to get married? Are we going to this? Are we going to that? You were very controlling and wanting to know what they felt and everything else about you. Right, okay. Then we go to forgiveness and release. So you've had things whilst you've not been with this person. You have been very much focusing on forgiveness and release. And this is where you've stopped with the clinginess and the need to be around someone, and that you are now more able to go forward with this healthier choice, okay? For some of you, there's forgiveness from your childhood that you've needed to release, okay? So that is what has made you clingy. All right, something to do with a parent or a grandparent, something that was very significant from you being younger, and you've had to do that work. You've had to forgive the person for it, and then obviously yourself for acting like this in this relationship, and you feeling probably that it was you that made this happen, this come apart, okay? And you've been scared of the unknown. And when I say the unknown, that someone may leave you, and I think that's what this is about. You didn't have a sturdy relationship growing up, and then that made you have attachment style issues when you have got older, and you would get attached to things, and that is not healthy progress. So that's not a healthy way of living. So what you've done here is you've worked on forgiveness within a family situation. So it could have been your mum, your dad, a grandparent or a caregiver, and you've been working on forgiveness, and you've been working on releasing that. Can you see how you're letting go of the balloon there? And you're allowing then for this to come through, like you get that transition, and you get this transformation, okay, within yourself. So you've made massive changes going forward, and that's what's bringing this person back in, because now you are a healthier person and you can have a healthier relationship. People that are with their twins, they can't always do the work together because they mirror each other so badly, or they mirror off problems so badly that you can't bear to be together as well as you can't bear to be apart. Okay, and most people end up in separation so that they can do the work, basically, because you can't do the work while you're with them until you get a little bit further on. Now, this is what's happened to you. Now you are in contentment, okay? You are feeling very content with things from the past, which is meaning that this person can come back in, or you can go back into that person's life. Now, you may meet them through fate again. So the universe brings you back together. So you bump into each other in the street, I don't know, or somewhere out, or wherever that may be. Or for some of you, they will just out of the blue get in touch and say, hey, life's changed. I've changed my career. I've changed the way I'm doing things. I've changed my life. I want, to go back into things with you, etc., etc. I want to build, and I want to reconnect. And I do think that they understand, or one of you now understands the connection a lot better than you did when you were together last time. So this is real trust and strength, okay? This is going to take trust and strength for you not to go back into your old behaviours and patterns. So just watch out for that. That's a little bit of a warning that you could go back into your old patterns if you don't watch it. So make sure that when this person does come back in, that you keep yourself grounded and you trust in the situation at hand, and trust that they are back to help you to grow and move forward, okay? Because you can do this. I know you can. You have come so far to bring this relationship back together. Right, guys, I'm going to go before the timer runs out. Take care and well done, you.